In this IBM Watson demonstration, we're going to get temperature data from this sensor and visualize it in IBM Watson. This is our temp sensor, and I'll be using it to measure the temperature near this lamp. The sensor is wired to the snap input module, and through this controller, the temperature is converted from a real-world property of degrees Fahrenheit to digital data that computers in the cloud can understand. Through this system, I'll be able to continuously monitor and send the temp sensor value to IBM Watson. That way we can collect, analyze, and visualize the sensor data over time. Let's get started. First, we'll need an IBM.org account. Next, an Opto 22 Snap Pack controller running firmware version 9.5a or higher with the RESTful server feature enabled. Finally, you'll need Node-RED, either running on a computer, a Groovebox, or in the cloud, and network access to the controller. You'll also need the free Snap Pack Node-RED nodes. If you need help with the last two steps, see the Node-RED for Snap Pack guide found at developer.opto22.com. Next, I'll show you how to create a gateway device in IBM Watson, configure your Node-RED flow, and deploy Node-RED and see your temperature data in the cloud. First, you need to go to the IBM webpage or directly to the Watson IoT platform and sign up using your account information. Click on Products and then Internet of Things, then to the Watson IBM platform. Click on Try the Watson IoT platform down below. Enter a name for your service and click the Create button at the bottom right. Click Launch to go to your Watson IoT organization space. The Watson IoT organization is a space used for connecting and managing devices to your Watson IoT platform. This way your applications can access their live and historical data. Notice that a new organization is created where you can add, connect, and manage IoT gateways and devices. Each gateway device connected to the Watson IoT platform is associated with a device type. Device types are intended to be groups of devices which share common characteristics. In order to add gateway devices in the Watson IoT platform, you will need to create a device type. To do this, go back to the IBM Watson IoT platform dashboard. Click the Devices tab, Device Types tab, then click on the Create Type button. Notice that there are two options provided here, namely Create Device Type and Create Gateway Type. As this exercise focuses on adding a gateway device, click on Create Gateway Type. Specify a name for the device type to be added and optionally a description as shown below. Then click Next. Observe that a template page is given where you can select and define one or more attributes. All of these attributes are optional. They will be used as a template for new gateway devices that are assigned this device type. Attributes that you do not define may still be individually edited later when you add the gateway. You can define one or more attributes by selecting them and clicking Next. Define the selected attributes, like manufacturer and model, and then click Next. Define optional metadata in JSON format, then click Create. At this step, we have successfully created a device type in Watson IoT organization, and you can see it here on the screen. Now we will add the gateway in the Watson IoT platform. Gateways are a specialized class of device in the platform. Gateway devices can register new devices and can send and receive data on behalf of devices connected to them. You need to add the gateway in Watson IoT before connecting it. Here's how to do that. In the Watson IoT platform dashboard, click the Browse tab, and then the Add Device button. From the drop-down, choose a device type you created in an earlier step, GW device in this example. Then click Next. Enter a unique device ID, which will distinguish your gateway from all other devices that you might connect to the Watson IoT platform. Then click Next. We chose not to add metadata as it's optional. In the next page, you can either add your own authentication token or allow the IoT platform to generate a token for you. If you want to add your own token, enter the token as shown here, then click Next. You will be given a summary page to verify the details before adding the gateway to IoT platform. Verify and click Add. At this step, the gateway is registered to your organization, and you are provided with the registration details. To connect to and send data to your gateway, you will need these credentials, so be sure to make note of them now. Click Close to go back to the main dashboard, and observe that the gateway is added to your organization. So now we have successfully added a gateway in the Watson IoT organization. Also, you can use the IBM Watson IoT Platform REST API, or the client libraries to create the gateway device type and register gateways in Watson IoT Platform. To configure a Node-RED flow, you'll first need to install Node-RED including the SnapPack nodes, as described on this Node-RED for SnapPack page. This includes the controller configuration to enable the RESTful server, which the SnapPack Node-RED nodes use to read or write to the SnapPack controller. Install Node-RED Watson IoT node, WIOTP, from node-red.org, or copy the following to your Node.js command prompt. Create a flow using the inject, SnapPack read, and Watson IoT output nodes. In the inject node, choose how often to send data. Select an interval or none to send only once. Unless you're using an SSL certificate, select HTTP from the drop-down menu. In the SnapPack read node, add your SnapPack controller using its IP address or host name. Then enter the key ID and value pair you selected for your controller when you enabled the RESTful interface. After the SnapPack controller is added, choose the data type and the tag name for the point you want to see in the Watson IoT platform. You'll find the tag name in the pack control strategy running in your controller. In the Watson IoT node, connect as gateway, click credentials, and enter the credentials for your gateway device that you noted earlier. Now you use the Watson node to generate the device type and ID that will be using the gateway to send data to the Watson IoT platform. To deploy Node-RED and check out your data on the IBM Cloud, click Deploy, click the Inject button, and here's your temperature data in Node-RED. Open the Watson IoT platform if it's not already open, and click Devices. The gateway device and attached devices you created will appear. Double-click the gateway and you will see connection information, recent events, and errors, including the attached devices you created in Node-RED. Click Boards in the top left corner. Create a new board and give it a name. Double-click the new board, click Add New Card. For our temperature, we will use a trend or line graph. Click the line graph. Select your device. Click Next. Click Connect New Dataset. Leave Event as Event and Property as Value. Name the point. Choose the type and engineering unit, precision, minimum, and maximum. Click Next. You should see the line graph with the data on it. Under Settings, you can make the graph small, medium, or large. On the next screen, you have options for color. Click Submit. And here's your data shown in the Watson IoT platform from your temp sensor. And here we can also see it in Node-RED. So there you go. This was just a temp sensor, but you can monitor and control just about anything following these same steps. Opto 22 with IBM Bluemix is a perfect combination for industrial IoT applications to increase business intelligence through data collection and analytics. See more videos and workshops at opto22.com.